GTA Online is huge, and with about a decade in since its release, the open-world multiplayer game still sees upwards of 100,000 active users jumping online, buying up businesses, gambling at casinos, and just causing sheer mayhem across the massive map of Los Santos. But in the current year of 2024, while we're waiting ever so patiently, not really, for GTA 6, is GTA Online still relevant? Or is it starting to show signs of being outdated? Now, whether or not GTA 5 Online will still be relevant when GTA 6 releases is not a question. It will be. Now, there's thousands of players online with countless businesses, jobs, heists, and unique things to do in GTA Online. So as long as Rockstar Games continues to support it, its relevancy will remain intact. But I guess the primary question I have for you watching is, will we still care about GTA 5 Online when GTA 6 drops? And how likely is it that we'll still see support from Rockstar? Now, back in July of 2022, Rockstar Games abandoned support of Red Dead Redemption 2's online component, stating that it wanted to put more resources towards GTA 6. Now, Rockstar Games released a statement that really showed the company's commitment to bringing us the very best in the next GTA entry, saying, quote, "Over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations and for the next entry to be the best it can possibly be. And as a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online." So Red Dead Online is still around, just no more new modes or major updates. But it's all for a good reason: GTA 6 development. So is GTA Online set to go the same way as Red Dead Online, no longer being supported by Rockstar as it puts more efforts towards GTA 6? Now, will there be a significant dip in online players when GTA 6 releases, or will it be a gradual decline as the years progress post-launch of GTA 6? Now, those are just some of the questions we hope to answer in this episode of GTFM. Let's get it. Well, hello and welcome. This is GTFM. Join me right now. Of course, we have Alan and Nick. Now, I want to jump right into it. How y'all doing, by the way, first off? Let's start there. Y'all doing all right?
Good.
Yeah.
So, we're talking about GTA 5 Online. Now, the year is 2024. Not that I need to remind you both. We all know this, but we've been playing GTA 5 Online for many years now. I'm kind of curious. What do y'all think? Is it still worth playing this year?
It depends.
Yeah.
So I think if you're somebody like, let's say you just got GTA 5, right? You're fresh off, you just finished the main storyline of the game. You're like, I want to jump into multiplayer. I think right now in its current state, there's too much. Like it feels so jarring to jump into this world that's been, built up over, the last 10 years in the online space, at least, where, people are out here that are multi-billionaires on the online servers, and you're like, oh, well, I have $10 to my name and I'm trying to jump in here. Like I think the biggest strength for GTA is the world building. And I wish that they had a little bit more of the heist or like things like that, where it gave you more story beats that let you get your feet under you and get to the point where you can take on these like higher difficulty missions or other sorts of like, heists, raids, things like that within the game, and basically just make it more accessible.
Unfortunately, though, I mean, like Rockstar, they've been very supportive of the game. I mean, like there's lots of DLC and, like we just saw the contract last year come out, which was like it's a solo campaign. We also have, there's various, side quests and whatnot you can still get involved in. But I get what you're saying. Like if you are just jumping into it, like, I don't know, first off, where have you been the last 10 years if you're just not getting into GTA Online? But like it is a little bit overwhelming. But Nick, what are your thoughts?
There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Huge game. There's anything with 10 years of expansions and content being added to it, it's going to be a bit like of a deep dive right when you go in. So I think you should play it if you haven't yet, but it might not be for you. So I originally played it when it came out on the PS3. Didn't like it, but put like 10 hours into it, because my character kept getting deleted like way back when, which feels like forever ago. Started playing it again in 2020 and then found like, oh, this is really cool. There's a lot to do, but if you're not into it,
I think
it's okay to let go.
The biggest thing,
10
years after, or technically 9 years since Online's been out, Social Club still sucks. I hate it.
Well, hold on.
It's so slow. It's clunky. It just remove it.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so you want Rockstar to remove the social club?
I want them to adjust it to just make it more responsive. Like it feels like there's so many different steps to just like do one action.
Yeah.
It just like it doesn't really feel like it wants you to do it, you know?
It's still definitely, you play it and you're like, oh, this is a 10-year-old video game.
100%.
Probably older depending on when it was actually developed. So, you know, hopefully with GTA 6, gets a bit more intuitive and quicker.
Yes.
And I'm glad you brought that up because, like, I guess I'm curious, what do we think will happen when GTA 6 drops? Hopefully next year. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back. But I mean, Rockstar, they're known for hitting their dates whenever they set dates. But what do we think is going to happen with GTA Online once that drops? Obviously, they're not going to get rid of it immediately. But do we think they're going to start phasing out support for it within the coming years after we see the release of GTA 6?
I think we're going to see some big sort of like story event to kind of sunset the game if they do a new version, like it's GTA Online 6 or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously going to be a new map, new engine, everything like that. You don't want to just build on an old PS3 game for the PS5.
I think there's two options.
Yeah.
And hear me out.
Okay.
There's the option that I don't want, and there's the option that I want. The option that I don't want is they just remove any sort of support for GTA 5 online, like that version, because people have spent a ridiculous amount of hours on that game. People have been really invested in RP servers. People have spent a lot of real life money on that version of the game, which like you can make the argument that like, oh well, you've already gotten the the benefit of playing that game, but it's I don't know if I buy, like for example, I play a lot of games where you can buy skins. If all my skins were gone in a game that I spent like $100 on, I would be upset.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
The second option, which is what I want, and Rockstar, please, if you're listening, please do this. It'd be so cool. I kind of hope that they have like some sort of team or some sort of effort to essentially bring the Los Santos map up to speed to what GTA 6 is doing, and essentially go the Elder Scrolls Online route, where it's just a big area. Obviously, that would be a little bit difficult because Los Santos is on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And then this new area, Leonida, is going to be on the East Coast. But if there's some sort of way to like, you go to an airport and you fly to Los Santos and then you have to get out of like LAX traffic, like that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
To the point where like, that way you still cater to your existing fan base. You still have, like people that have like really cool apartments and cars and, have built up their wealth in the city. But then you have the option to essentially say, hey, I want to leave that behind. Let me go to this new section, build up my wealth over here. But you still have the option to come back if you would like to.
That sounds like a pie in the sky. I got to put my cup down for this.
I know.
That sounds like a pie in the sky ask for Rockstar. I'm going to tell you. Let's speak in reality terms.
Okay.
Alan. All right. I think what the reality is. Okay, we have two options. All right. Let's say we are Rockstar Games. What we can do is we can either devote a small team to continue support for GTA 5 Online, because I gotta assume that they are currently working on GTA 6 Online, what that looks like. So we devote a small team to GTA 5 Online as we start to phase out support for that within like the next year or two, and we be open and transparent with our audience that we're going to we're going to support it for about a year and a half, and then we're going to devote this smaller team to GTA 6 Online. Or what they could do is continue supporting GTA 5 Online, and maybe as the years progress, maybe they build. I don't know how. Again, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know if this is possible. Y'all tell me. Maybe they figure out a way to build to build GTA 5 Online using the engine of GTA 6. Now that might be a lot of work. I don't know. Like give it like the GTA 6 skin. I don't know. Give it a GTA 6 coating. I would love to see that, but I don't know. Or try to integrate it. I guess that's like a third option, like kind of like what you said. Somehow integrate it. I don't know what that looks like though.
Yeah.
Because there are players that like I might just be rocking GTA 5 Online on my PlayStation 4. So I don't have access to GTA 6. So
something that could be interesting as well is if you sort of go the route of like the closest thing that I can think of is like the Master Chief Collection, where you load into the game and you have the option to select from like the different generations, right? So you have the option to go into GTA Online 5 version or GTA Online 6 version, and then you basically have like your specific characters for each one. How they would sort of have some continuity through that is still yet to be seen. Like I don't know if they're just like you're starting from scratch, new character, all that stuff, or if there's some way to like maybe you port the settings, like you really like the way your GTA 5 online character looks, and so you can just take that and put it in 6. That would be great. Having some sort of support for it, continuing at least for a couple of years. Would. I mean, I know it's 9 years old, so it's not like it's like a new game. It's not like anyone's like, oh, I just started. Yeah, some people might have
still, but like you said, like people are still putting money into this. Yeah. So like, I mean, Rockstar, they don't seem like they want to just leave money on the table. Like, I mean, that's why this damn game has been around for so damn long, because they're like, oh no, they saw the amount of dollars that were just falling. They were like, look at all this money we got. It's raining money. GTA Online is just raining money, and I got money all over me. I look like I'm Rockstar right now, baby. But that's essentially why they were supporting it for however long that they have been supporting it, because they saw the money. That's why they abandoned, I'll say reportedly, Bully 2 development and DLC for the main campaign in GTA 5, because they saw
Red Dead Online.
Yeah, Red Dead Online. So they've also been looking at the modding community. They've been looking at the RP community, GTA RP, which is huge, and they've been investing in that as well. They partnered with CFX.RE, which is the team behind the biggest GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 mods and communities. They've joined forces with them. And I mean, rightfully so. Like, because like the modding community as well as RP has brought new life to GTA Online.
Yeah, I don't know if I've made it clear by the points that I've said so far. I don't like GTA Online. I think it is.
Oh, wow.
I think,
whoa.
I'll go out and say it. It's not for me.
My guy just got busted. It's not right here on GTFM.
There are many people that love it. I completely understand. Like I said before, I think the strongest thing for GTA is its world building. The thing that I enjoy the most about GTA Online is the clips that I get next to my TikToks that keep me focused.
So wait a minute.
Of
so
like
you
people doing the platform.
So you just enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy GTA Online.
But I will say, again, the community, I think, and the story and the world building is the strongest piece. And I think that's something that is really commendable about the GTA Online community. There's been very few actual story pieces for GTA Online. They have basically carved out their own section of it and forced Rockstar to do these sorts
acknowledge them.
Exactly. It's like they've put in so much work, and it's become such a popular thing. And I absolutely respect that. I think that's fantastic. And that's something that more games should be doing, is listening to the community, what they actually want. Because if this is part of GTA 6, I feel like that would be so cool to actually have stuff where it's not just based on a mod, it's built into the game.
Right, yeah.
And so, yeah, that's basically, sorry, it's not for me. People that like it at home, I'm so happy that you do. It's just not.
It's crazy that you're saying that on a GTA focused show.
I love the base game.
My man is saying that he does not like. I'm speaking to the sky, because I don't know why I'm speaking to the sky, but I just can't believe you're saying this.
So I love GTA as a single player experience. I think it's so fun. Give me a co-op version of the story. Oh my God, Mr. Rockstar, Mr. Star, please.
But how are they gonna sell you a bunch of credits if you're just doing single?
Exactly. I don't want to spend more money than I already did. Like, and again, this is as somebody that plays games where they market you with skins constantly.
Yeah.
Like, take them.
Yeah. You play Fortnite.
I play Fortnite. I play League. I play a bunch of different games. But there's just something about GTA has always been. And like ever since I first started it with the San Andreas, there's the story's always been the thing that draws me to it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I don't get any of that from online.
Okay. Well, look. So did you play the contract though?
I did not get to play the contract.
Okay. Nick. Okay. Yeah. And what do you think of the contract?
So the contract does feel like the unofficial official story expansion,
right,
for GTA. You revisit like Lamar and Franklin and everyone like that.
Yeah.
What if more content like that came out for 6?
that I'd be down for it.
Because clearly it worked really well.
Yeah.
A lot of people came back.
Exactly. Rockstar is trying. They're also trying with story DLC when it comes to GTA Online, because like they know there are people like you that are hungry for campaign content.
Yes.
And so they've integrated it into GTA Online. But I think you're very superficial when it comes to looking at GTA Online. You just see it you're looking at it from a topical view of it, like we are from our sky, from where we are in this building, where you're just looking down from the high rise. You're not going down to the ground and seeing what they're actually working on, which is story DLC, and that is a dope one. Dr. Dre is a part of it. You love beats by Dre. Huh?
My big issue and what deterred me from staying on GTA Online is I played it at launch.
Yeah.
And like Nick was saying, there was a lot of issues when that first launched, to the point where some of the characters that I played as also got deleted.
Yep.
And that feels horrible if you spend, 6 to 8 hours in a game, and then all of your progress is gone. And it's like, I already got a bunch of the stuff that I liked about the story from the base game. So now you're asking me to play online before the story DLCs came out.
Yeah.
I want me to play more. I put in 20 more hours after the fact that I was just like, it just doesn't feel good.
But can you do me and Nick a favor? Can you actually go back and play the story DLC now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, like,
I will do it.
Yeah, because when you played it initially, there were lots of bugs. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I feel like there's obviously when any game comes out, the initial launch, there's going to be lots of bugs. There's thousands upon thousands of people playing this game, so like, we're all game testing it at launch. Like Rockstar has their internal team that do that. Like Mike York, one of the ex Rockstar game devs, he actually spoke on this when he was on our show. Like, they have a small team, but once you release the game, like now we're all testing the game. We're all gonna find those bugs, and so like they worked hard to refine it, which is again one of the other reasons why they decided to maintain this. Obviously, they did it mostly for the money, but they also did it because like they saw value in it outside of just money. Like look at what people are doing with like the mods and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I will make the argument. That out of all the DLC, all the drops that they've done.
Yeah.
You guys have mentioned one that has story.
I mean, the other ones have a little. There's some cutscenes, but it's not as hefty.
Exactly. But it's like you're giving me a whole DLC where it's just a casino where you're like, spend more money.
Well,
like that feels horrible. Like
you make a story.
Come on.
GTA RP, baby.
Yeah, play RP.
It's the theater of the mind.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying is like, give me more Rockstar based support. Their writers are fantastic.
They are.
I love the way that they structure their games and their narratives.
Yeah, I want
more of that.
I want to read a quote from Rockstar Games, because we briefly mentioned mods. So I want to read a quote just to show the audience, and of course show you all just how much they care about the community, which I thought this was a very awesome quote. They said, over the past few years, we've watched with excitement as Rockstar's creative community have found new ways to expand the possibilities of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, particularly through the creation of dedicated role-play servers. As a way to further support those efforts, we recently expanded our policy on mods to officially include those made by the role-play creative community. By partnering with the CFX.RE team, we will help them find new ways to support this incredible community and improve the services they provide to their developers and players. Now, I gotta say, that is amazing. I haven't seen too many game companies out there support modding communities. Like, usually it's frowned upon.
Yeah, I mean, I want more of that,
for
sure. Like, again, they listened to their community, they heard what the people wanted, and they're like, here is what you need to make it more smooth for everyone that's playing our game, that you are spending time that you're not necessarily getting paid for. That's like, a lot of these mining communities, like, it's people that just love the game.
Yeah.
Or, smaller companies that are not making anywhere near as much money as Rockstar is. Like, a lot of these are passion projects. And I think that's really cool. But yeah, like, it's not, like what you were saying, that's not always something that the game developers want, like the people that make the actual base game. And so that just feels weird. It's like, why would you not give your community more freedom if you have the capabilities?
Right. Yeah. Like, work with. I think it's better to work with the modding community than it is to work against them. Just because, like, you never know what you could create with these like creative individuals that are just doing it on their own time. They're doing it purely out of passion. They're not even getting paid for it. You know, like we mentioned earlier, you all watching at home, you might have even seen this. Like we talked about how, like, you know, Rockstar was partnering with the modding community, and apparently T-Pain for GTA 6, which honestly, I'm kind of curious what that might look like. I don't know if he's going to be a character, if he's working on new music, but again, I love how supportive Rockstar has been. But our final thoughts on GTA Online.
I think you should check it out. If you haven't played it, or you played it a really long time ago, which, you know, was almost 10 years ago for some people, I think you should play it. I think it's totally worth it. There's so much to do. If you don't like it, you don't have to finish it. You don't have to put too much time into it, but there's probably something in there for everybody.
I think if it's your vibe, absolutely, check it out. I'm going to go back and check out The Contract, because you guys have convinced me. I will give it another shot.
I feel like we bullied you.
Well, I mean, hey man, you know, it's peer pressure, but it's okay. I think that if it's not your type of game, you're gonna have a really rough time actually having fun. But I'm glad they did mod support. We wouldn't have gotten some of the funny clips like Sora getting launched into the ocean and dropping and going to you know, Birth by Sleep. It's great. So yeah, I think that Rockstar is doing the right thing. By supporting the online game, by supporting the modding community. I think GTA 6, like, the sky's the limit with what they can do. And I just hope that they focus more on making sure that the community feels supported and catered to than just the bottom line for money. But they're a company, so I know that that's at the end of the day what they want to do. It's conflicting thoughts.
They love money. We all love money. I'm convinced that Mr. Krabs works at Rockstar Games, but no. I honestly think, you know, what Rockstar is doing, it's the right move, because you want to continue that hype train going into the next year, where we're gonna get probably the game of the year in GTA 6. So keep that hype train going with the support that we are receiving with Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, because I'm going to be online playing. Nick's going to be online playing. Alan,
I'm coming back, baby.
He's coming back.
We're so back.
Just for the contract. Sign the contract. Well, I want to thank you both so much for joining me on GTFM, of course.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, this was awesome. We'll see you guys next time.